Hello from ChiNature.com. This is Joules. Today we'll be doing a video with the Tippmann TCR, and hopefully the settings right now will keep on going like this, which is what I like the most. And so now after the power tuning, okay, last night with the other video doing the two first high power attempt, the gun just kind of go crazy. And I realized that what the problem is that one CO2 got pre-punctured, and then all the air start to go crazy inside, and the regulator is not really working well. Right now it's working much better after my final tune-ups. So the key to get it working is this one. You need to take the thing, the quick disconnect, out of the way, and then this you can stick inside and then turn clockwise like this. Okay, what I did was I give it a few more turns so that it's tighten up the pressure relief valve, and then I screw this thing, the power adjustment, down to low power, and then I get it back to high power slowly, chrono, and get to the point I like the most. And right now this should be it. Okay, so not more turns the better for the Tippmann TCR. There's a sweet spot. So for people who want high power, you will need a chronograph for sure. Okay, you need a chronograph. You don't have a chronograph, you can never set this thing right. Even for me right now, I need a chronograph to make things right. So you can see how not easy it is. Okay, so we'll load this mag up with breaker balls. Skip the black one, those are rubber. So we'll put the mag with breaker balls. These are 6.2 grams. Okay, so loading them up right now while I talk. For the breaker balls, if they shoot at 300 FPS, that is 26 joules. If they shoot at 316 FPS, that is 28 joules. Okay, so make sure you know the approximate. And if you see like 320 something to 330, that is about the 32 to 30 32 to 33 joules mark. Okay, so basically if you see 340, you're seeing the 35 joules already. Okay, so let's load two mags up. Two mags of breaker balls. We'll be shooting both mags. Okay, so let's try to see if we can finish both mags with 2 CO2 here. I think we can. Okay, and then now let's load it up. So this is a fresh Crossman CO2. Should be good. Okay, so put a drop of oil there. Better for the maintenance anyway. So yeah, put a drop of oil. I find that the Tippmann TCR likes oil, so when you shoot at home, it's best to put some oil on top of your CO2. And then now we can open it up, put the CO2 in here. Okay, make sure that the CO2 is go backward. Try to fit it around the trigger while the safety is off. Don't press it all the way. If there's not much play, that's the best point. Okay, so laser ready. As you can see, we've got a laser there. Let's do a chronograph test. We'll be doing about 2 seconds to 3 seconds a shot, just to make sure it gets enough time to cool down. So let's see the power. Okay, CO2 pierce. There's no hiss or whatever leaks. Okay, our first shot is coming up. Okay, 284 is the first shot. Wow, 372. What kind of power is that? 372. Oh mine. This is insane. 357. We're getting like 30, I don't know, 38 joules? Holy shit. 357. I'm sure the CO2 is getting very cold right now. 364. Can you believe it? That is like 37 joules. 346, you're still seeing the very high power. 346, we're at about 35 joules. 316, 28. Wow, 287. This is the power of the Tiberius T8.1 norm for most people, right? This is like crazy. 24 joules. Okay, so you still get the 272, which is very nice. 231. Okay, 119. I think we're out. So 135. Okay, we're out. Let's see if we shot everything. No more balls inside. One ball left. So we get about 10 shot, 10 useful shot. That's very good. 10 useful shot is more than enough. Okay, now let's see how we can empty a mag of 7. Wow, you see, this is really impressive power. You cannot get this power of the Tiberius. You're getting like up to 20, what, like 38 joules? I don't know, but it's crazy. So this is another CO2. Okay. Now we're going to pull this mag out and use the 7th shot. So before that, maybe we can toss one more round inside the chamber so that we got 8 shots here. Okay, we're going for 8 shots. Let's see if it will do well. Okay, play with the trigger. It's fine. Going good. Nice setup. Okay, let's go, guys. Chrono time. No leaks. Very nice. 330 for the first one, which is very high. It's very high. 330. You're getting 33 joules already. A little bit of leaking at the back. Whoa! 375. 342. 314. 314 again. 246. 202. 169. No more. So I think we run out of balls. Do we? Yeah. So we shot all the 8 shots and you got crazy high power. Wow, insane. And I feel that there's tiny bit of leak right here at the end when we're getting the 379 FPS. So maybe the pressure is starting to vent right here, which is easily fixed, of course. We can try to fix it right now in the video as well. Might as well. What we need is some kind of tool or a coin that will help me. Wait, let me take a coin here. Yeah, I need something to help me pick out the wait a minute, let's empty the CO2. Okay. Whoa, you see the power, guys? This is not something you can get out of the Tiberius. It's insane. But the only downside to the TCR is that it is very hard to set the velocity. So not everyone can just buy one and then, you know, follow a video and be able to set it up nicely. You need to spend a lot of CO2, money, and time to fix this thing up. Okay, now you see how I do it. First, you extend the stock and then put this smaller key inside. And you can see it drops right inside like that. Okay. And now you push this forward to the other side. Wait, is there any more? Or I'm at the end. I'm not sure. Okay, just a minute. Okay, just tighten it a tiny bit more, a 10 bit more. Okay, let's do one more CO2 with the 8 rounds test. Okay. Well, with 8 rounds, if we can get up to the 370-ish FPS, that is like priceless. You cannot even imagine. Wow. So you can say we cannot finish a full 12 round max, but finishing 8 rounds, it's just like shooting the Tiberius T8.1. Oh, I put a wrong ammo in there. Okay, let's put one of these bricker balls. So that's 8 rounds. And a new CO2. Might as well put more oil there because this gun loves oil. Well, this is the highest power 12 gram CO2 gun ever so far. You cannot get 370-ish FPS with the Tiberius, but I can tell you that this is not very stable. Like, if you don't know how to set it right, it's not going to work properly. Okay, let's try, guys. No leaks so far. Okay, let's go. First shot. 325. 356, 328, 335, 311, 275, 249, 206. We're done. So we shot all the 8 rounds, and we're getting all the high 33 joules mark all the time with 8 round settings. So I think we have to ditch the idea of using the 12 round magazine. This thing worked really well with 8 rounds or 7 rounds. Very high power, all in the 330-ish range. And so yeah, you can see after adjusting this screw, the screw that vents the air out, the velocity start to stabilize and get very stable around the 32 to 33 joules mark, and you can shoot all 8 shots. What's better than that? Well, yeah, maybe tomorrow when I use the gun again and the first CO2 of the day, it may drop a little bit. But this thing is weird. The TIPX and the TCR, they have the habit of resetting somehow. Like every day, okay, like today you shot about 330-ish FPS, right? And then tomorrow, when you use the gun again, it may drop back down to the 290 something for the first CO2. But if you put the second CO2 in, it will go way back up again. So this is really how it works with the TIPX and the TCR. The second CO2 is always more powerful. I don't know why, but that's how it works with this kind of thing. But it's okay. You know, this one, you have one magazine here, one magazine here. So in case, you know, the first one, you're at 24, 25, 26 joules. And then you swap out the next one, it will go up to 33 joules. So I will say this gun is really nice right now. Will I recommend this gun for everyone for the less than lethal usage? Well, if you get a gun like this, unless you have someone or yourself to patiently tune it to this setting, I will not suggest anyone to try using this for less than lethal, whatever serious high power stuff, because you don't want to like really fool around the adjustment yourself. It will consume a lot of CO2, time, money, patience, and maybe even the projectiles. Because if you shoot brick balls like me, and if your trap is not set up right, the balls will just break inside the trap like that, and you'll be non-stop doing some very exhausting lab test work all the time, and it is very time consuming. So unless the gun is like, you want to spend the time to tune the gun up with a chronograph in hand, I will tell you that, okay, this is possible to do, but it is not easy to do. And after tuning it, I will say, well, ditch the 12 round, we'll stick with the short magazine, and that will be good. With the 12 rounds, you can fire the 10 shot, and then the last 2 or 3 shots is really not that useful. Or if you let it cool down, maybe it will work, but you know, it just worked the best with the 8 rounds mag so far. It can empty all 8 rounds. I mean, it's 7 rounds, but we put 8 inside, like 1 in the chamber. So it works the best with this mag so far. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye-bye!